March 11th, 2011. We're watching a tsunami. This bay just gets filled up with water here in Yachats, and now that the previous wave is on its way out. The amazing part about it is how fast the water goes out. This is all beach here that you hardly ever see. At the lowest tide of summer, you might see clear out there, but the incoming tsunami wave is pulling the water out. As it bulges up out there, it sucks the water into the ocean, and then the river and everything is, all the water is flowing out that was all the way in there a little while ago, or a couple minutes ago. It's just amazing how fast it happens. It goes from way out there where it is now, where the waves are. The water is receding now. It's just rapidly leaving. That's why the waves can't move. They're stuck there because of all the rapid decline in level of water. And here comes the next bulge. You can just kind of see it developing. You can see the water start creeping in. It's just a bunch of big giant surges is all it is. A lift in the water. The waves aren't really that big, but the whole ocean just lifts up and comes in and surges. The last one's still leaving. That's more water than the river puts out. It's still pouring back in, and the next tsunami wave is gonna come in, fill up the bay. You might see this happen in a 4 or 5 hour period from low tide to high tide, but never this quick. Never as quick as they just don't keep coming like that. This wave just keeps on a-coming. It doesn't stop. It doesn't look very big out there, but each one is a foot or so, and after a couple minutes, it's going to be a 3-foot wave in here. Here comes the wave from the river. These surges. Still going. Just one after another. This is going on in like not even a 10-minute cycle, maybe a 10-minute cycle. It does this. It just goes all the way in. Some are bigger than others. We haven't seen the biggest one we saw. I didn't get on video. It went all the way up under the bridge. It was a really, really big one. It was like the first one we saw. But lately they've all been landing about halfway up there, and then another big suck out to sea of water. But that's, that's coming in pretty quick right there. And it goes out just as quick. Still coming in. In a couple of minutes, the beach will be back out there. Way over there, see how fast it's coming in. Just keeps on moving. Steady and slow. Well, not real slow, but just steady. That's a pretty good little bunch of water way over there against the shore. All them waves are going to come to a screeching halt here in a minute, and it's all just going to head right back out to sea. Bobby! Stop barking. Big push will be over here in a second. The water will drop down like somebody flushed a toilet. starting to slow down. There's one big push there. Still coming way over there. Just keeps coming. Just like the tide is like somebody turned the clock on fast. These are all tsunami waves. Once again, it's kind of weird seeing this kind of water come in when the tide is actually going out. That's what tells you something's going on. Look at those rocks now. You can't even see them hardly. That's come in quite a ways. Here in a few minutes, you're going to see all that rock again. See, this little wave isn't quite done here. This one's lasting a while. Going in a little further. Still going. There's a big splash right down there. That's coming up pretty good. The first one we saw covered all those rocks over there, all that beach, covered the whole thing all the way up under the bridge up there. The bridge went all the way up under there. It's amazing looking. This one's still going. It's got a little bit of power to it. Quite a surge. That wall of water is still going. It was right over there a few minutes ago. This one's lasting longer than the others too, and it's going in further. And I can see a little bit of stoppage going on here right now. This is what's incredible right here. That water right there, everything will just all of a sudden change direction and start just, there it goes. I'm watching it right now. It just starts leaving at a rapid pace. As soon as that last wave gets through here. There it goes. Look at it way out there, dropping already. Here comes the rock. Look at that. Level there. Drop it. This water is leaving. That's how fast it happens. It's just been going on for an hour and a half now. Here in a couple minutes now, it'll be clear out there again. You'll see ground out there. Just that fast. Those rocks here in just a minute, all the way to the bottom. On the way out. A lot of water. See how far she sucks it out this time. surge coming in on top of a previous one, and usually goes out a lot further than that. Maybe this is a big one. Or one on top of the other. It's going in, that one is. That wave didn't want to give up. It's done. Change direction. Come on.